Good morning, guys. Happy Friday to everybody. We made it through our first week of distance learning. Well, technically Monday's our last day, but I think this is our first week. It has been an amazing experience. I'm proud of everybody. Yesterday was a really exciting day because I was able to get out of the house a little bit. I got to go and speak with Julian and his family a little bit. On my way back, I was able to see my old landlord on 38th Street and say hi to her. And then on my way back, I saw Charlotte and Charlotte's mom, got to talk to them a little bit. Got back to my house and was just kind of doing some different things and Zooming with people. I got to Zoom with Max, Arthur, Allison, Valentina, Kirill, and Zoe. So I got to talk to a bunch of people yesterday. And one of the highlights of my day, if not the highlight of my day, is I got a delivery of this awesome painted rock for me and a little succulent right here. And it was really good to see Allison and her mom helped her deliver it. Really thoughtful. It's going to go right next to Josh over here on the table, and I was just so thankful to see some familiar faces yesterday, and it helped me out a lot with just being able to connect and everything else. So thank you very much for all of that stuff yesterday. A bunch of shout outs today. So the first shout out is to Charlie. One of my favorite things in the classroom that we do is when somebody is called for Challenge 24 over the intercom. I think it was like the second or third week of school, maybe the second month of school, but out of nowhere, somebody got called over the intercom for Challenge 24, and without me saying a single thing, everybody started clapping and cheering and all this other stuff, and I think that kind of just talks about our relationship and our community that we've built and everything else. So big round of applause for Charlie. I'll give you a big one right here, and I'm sure a couple campers are also. Shout out to Mercina and her mom Melissa for giving me this awesome little tripod, and so now Miss Emily doesn't have to use her hand to record everything in the morning, so that's helped out a lot. Max wanted to give a shout out to Thomas and Dagon and just say that he misses you guys and hopes that we can start to play together soon. Arthur just wanted to shout out to everybody. Him and I were talking a lot about how we're missing being in the classroom and seeing each other and learning with each other. Valentina wanted to wish Sambi and Umnia a personal happy birthday. She was very excited for me to say that and just say that she wanted to make sure that you guys knew that she said happy birthday as well. And then Zoe wanted to give a shout out to Juliana, Charlotte, and Allison, just saying that she misses you guys and hope all is well. And last shout out is to all of you parents from me. This would not be possible. Everything that we're doing and all these little Zoom calls and all the email updates, all the things that you guys are sending me with pictures or scanning, and just really the things that are kind of going on behind the scenes too. It's just amazing to see the community and our classroom and just everything that you guys are doing. I can't thank you enough for the support and for being willing to kind of go the extra mile. You guys are just as much as the teacher right now as I am, and it has been nothing but positive support and everything else. So after this first week, my spirits are really high. I know that this is going to be a great experience. I know that this is an unfortunate experience, but we're making the best of it, and you guys are doing an amazing job. So thank you to your parents. Make sure you give them a big hug and even a high five or something, and just tell them how much you appreciate them because they're doing a lot for you guys right now. All right, so I was able to bundle yesterday, so it's the 121st day of school. Miss Emily bundled it with one of her hair ties. So now we have one group of 100, two groups of 10, and one group of 1. One more than 121 Dagon is 122. And I was kind of thinking of an innovative way to do this rather than me always just answering for you guys. So what I'm thinking is, Each day, I'm going to call at the end of our morning meeting, I'm going to call out 4, 5, 7 different people. And I'm going to just say, get ready for tomorrow's calendar, and I'll send you guys an email and just say, give me the answer. And that way you guys are actually answering it. It's not just Mr. Collier or Miss Emily or even Josh answering that for you. One less, Jamie. And Jamie would probably say 120. 10 more. Sam B, 131. Sam, like almost everybody in the classroom, is an extremely good tracker, so she would have said that right off the bat. She's always ready to go. And the last number is really interesting, 10 less than 121. Michael. And hopefully Michael would say 111 or 111. And what's interesting about that is, you know, us second graders know exactly what number that is because we understand that 111 is 100, 110, and 11. But if you showed that to somebody younger or somebody who doesn't have that place value knowledge or understanding, they might not understand. They might just say 111, and that's not a real number. So you can help them out. Today's day of the week. It is Town Hall Day. It is Library Day. I'll send the library link out for Mrs. Bolin. She has a Storyline online story that she'd like you guys to read or listen to, really, and then answer some questions with family members. Max. And hopefully say Friday. Yesterday's day of the week, and we talked yesterday, so hopefully you would say Thursday, Zoe. And tomorrow's day of the week. First day of the weekend, Charlotte. Saturday. And I realized yesterday that I did not ask the question, so I was 0 for 3, but I'm going to end the week on a good note. If today is the 27th, how many days ago was the 5th? How many days ago was the 5th of March? And hopefully you guys would say 22 days ago, because we can go 7, 14, 21, 22, or we can just take 27 minus 5, and that'll give us 22. Our schedule today is the same as yesterday. Weather, morning or reading and writing, snack, brain break, outside time, lunch, math, social studies, and dismissal to your couch. A little bit more about those different subjects today. We're going to do Zern again today. It should be lesson 4, but I know I was looking last night and some of you have actually gone past lesson 4, which is not a problem at all. So keep working hard on that. If you want to switch to Reflex, if you're past lesson 4 today, go ahead and switch to Reflex or iReady or ST Math, or maybe even one of those websites that I have on the math website list that I sent to everybody through our Shutterfly site. You're going to be reading 2 stories, and then you are going to answer questions that are kind of comparing the 2 stories. So you're going to use all those skills that we kind of learned this week, retelling the story, thinking about beginning, middle, and end, using context clues for new words or new phrases or new ideas. And please don't forget, you can go back into that story. If you're like, I don't really remember, think about where did that happen in the story, and then go check. I think that happened in the middle of the story. You'll go back and read the middle, and it's like, okay, there's the answer. So don't forget, you can always go back into the text as long as you have the text right in front of you. The journal writing today, I've loved listening and reading to some of your guys' journal writing. Parents, I'm going to send an email out today or Monday, kind of just going over what we're going to turn in and how we're going to turn it in and all this other stuff. And so there were some very unique entries yesterday with that made-up word for a noun. Today, you can either tell me about your day, what was challenging, what surprised you, what did you learn, or you can say, if you had to eat only one kind of food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for an entire week, what food would you choose and why? So if I was writing, I would start with a good topic sentence. I would say, I love many different kinds of foods, but here are just some of my favorite foods for each meal of the day. For breakfast, I would eat eggs all week. I would eat eggs because you can do so many different things to eggs. You can scramble them, You can fry them, you can boil them, you can do a bunch of different stuff. For lunch, I would eat mac and cheese because it's one of my favorite foods. And also, I love mac and cheese because there's a bunch of different shapes and flavor and all this other stuff. And for dinner, that's a challenging one. So I would have to sit and think about that one for a little while. But I think if I had to just eat one type of food, it would probably be chicken. And that's because chicken's another one of those things that you can just make a bunch of different flavors with also. So I can't wait to see what you guys come up with on that. And then your last social studies lesson for this week. Remember, we have a mystery science lesson on Monday, so this will be the last day for social studies. If you're a little behind, that's okay. You can still do that on Monday or Tuesday, whenever you have the time for it. But you're going to read the last article, and it's The Ancient Art of Rangoli. And I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but I'm trying my best, just like I ask you guys to. Underline phrases about that culture, and then there's a graphic organizer at the end. And I just want you to put one or two sentences about their culture or about their unique things that make their culture special or unique or anything like that. Like Brazil, we were talking, I think it was Arthur and I, we were talking about Carnival and how amazing that is and how that culture really celebrates that time in their culture and in the year. France kind of has parades and Mardi Gras and all this other stuff. They have some really special things down there. And then this one is interesting as well, so I'll let you guys read to find that out. That's really it. I'm really excited for this afternoon. We are going to try our first Camp Collier all together Zoom this afternoon, so parents look out for the link for that this afternoon. Today's just about like seeing each other, getting onto the platform and everything. A lot of you have already Zoomed with me, so you're kind of gonna you'll already be used to it a little bit. And then also this afternoon or this morning, I'm gonna record another chapter of Wayside, and I've changed the name to Breakfast with Beta and Books. And so I'm going to feed Josh his breakfast, and we'll also read a chapter together, so you guys can kind of be a part of that as well. So happy Friday. Keep trying your best. Keep making me really, really proud. And I will. Some of you will be getting emails from me just to see if we can Zoom or FaceTime or call today. And if I didn't get to you this week, you'll be the first up on Monday. All right, guys. Take care. Bye.